Hello, everybody. This is your publisher, Kristen Brindley, and I'm here with the wonderful Morgane Barry. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
She is in our October issue of DC Metro Real Producers. Make sure you check it out. I love her story, and we really appreciate her as a partner of Real Producers. And you know what I like about Morgane very much personally is that she's very much about relationships and taking care of her clients. And at Legacy Title, they're top 10 in transactions in all of Maryland. She's tripled her business since she started, and she's having a better year. Like 25% better this year than last year, even with the market in place and the way this is flowing this year. Morgane, I'm really glad you're on today. Tell us about Legacy Title. Did you always think you'd be in title? Tell us a little of your story and what you do. Yeah.
So I absolutely never thought I would be in title. I don't think like most people didn't even know what a title company was until I got kind of thrown in. My background, I grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I'm from the South, but my dad's from New York. My mom's from France. So I always wanted to move to like a metropolitan area. So after college, I moved up to Baltimore. That's where I started. And if you can't tell, I developed a Baltimore accent up here. And I was in retail as a store manager. Then I sold copiers because I wanted to get a retail. And I tried to sell a copier to a title agent in the Towson area. And we were with a previous title company. And then we didn't really see eye to eye with the owner. We wanted to be more digital, more like user friendly, give back into the company from our profits. And so we decided to start Legacy beginning of 2021, like end of 2020. I think the pandemic like made all of us see really what was important to us. So even though we're a newer company, everyone that's worked for the company has been in the industry for like 5 years plus.
Nice. Well, and you were in fashion design, and I love, I even like your background. Like you did all the things back there. I love it.
Thank you. The fashion never left me. That's for sure.
Well, and you're can you tell us a little of your plans right now? Like I know that you're going to school, and talk to us a little bit.
So after a couple of years in title, I really loved and enjoyed the legal aspect of it. So I decided to take the LSAT, took it twice, and now I'm enrolled at University of Baltimore School of Law. So I'm doing it the night program. So I'm working during the day and I'm in school at night right now, my first semester.
That is amazing. I love it. And it's to serve your clients on another level. Like when we talked about it, I was like, that's fantastic. Like you just want to continue to grow. And I love that about like our conversations and how you go after your goals and you hit your goals and like who you are. So tell us a little bit, like what's been the biggest challenge, biggest reward for you on this journey in title? Like how has it been? Yeah.
I would say the biggest challenge, because I'm not from this area, and everyone, in real estate, they say like, look at your sphere. And unfortunately, I didn't really have a big sphere up here. So I had to really hone in on my like sales and relationship skills to build my book of business with agents. And then my biggest success, I guess, is being able to build those relationships, following up, good communication, providing value to agents. And then it gets to the point where like now you already have a sphere and you're getting people from word of mouth versus just cold calls and reaching out to people you don't know.
Yeah, building it from scratch too. So what sets you apart, like makes you different, do you think?
The biggest thing is that it's about the agent and building their business, which in turn, helps me. So I think some, other partners in the industry, like, it makes sense. They want to help grow themselves, but it's reciprocity, I feel like. And that's how you build a really good relationship with a real estate agent. And then I also feel like because I really do care and I'm passionate and I care about the closing and the clients, I think that shows through in my actions and what I do too as well.
So what about like, how do you find clients and like bring value to clients?
So when I first started this, I'm not even kidding you, like I went on the internet and Googled like real estate agents in the area and just started calling on people. I joined a BNI kind of like networking group too, and just to get my feet wet and understand the business. And one of the agents in that group actually sent me like a list of like new agents. Like she was somehow able to pull from MLS, like newly licensed agents for me to call on. And some of my best clients that I still work with like 6 years later are from that list. Like they just got their license and we kind of grew together. So yeah, that was very beneficial.
That's fantastic. So what are the, I know that you're going to school, and like, what are the next like big steps for you, next 5 years for your business? Like, what are you looking to do?
So I'll hopefully be Esquire at that point and be able to like help my clients more on the legal end of things and not have to rely as heavily as much as like the attorneys on staff. And then I do want to learn about estates, probates, and wills, because I feel like I get a lot of clients who, like listing agents who are working with someone who has, a family member who passed away. And, I'm not able to right now to refer them to an estate attorney. Like I haven't really found one that I can refer business to. So I would rather be that resource for them. And then probate, like I work with a lot of investors and stuff that are always have questions about probate and how do you become a personal representative and everything. So being able to like give a little more value to them in that aspect of the industry.
I love it. It always comes back to bringing more value. Like had some conversations where I feel like that is definitely how you truly feel. Well, what else would you like to share with the Real Producers community? Like, any tips or things that you've done really well with them, or success tips? Yeah,
I would
secret
say
weapon.
that what I do, it still translates to real estate agents, even though like I'm, developing relationships with them versus they're trying to look for buyers and sellers. So just being very motivated and not kind of bogging down, like, with the market and everything like that, like persevering through. And I like to say like planting the seeds. So continuing to reach out on social media, doing events, getting out there, meeting people. Like I said, I mean, how I started my business was cold calling. It's not sexy, but it did help. And now you get to a point where you're able to use social media and get referrals from other people you worked with. So just, I guess, consistency. Like our owner always says, like, Morgane, you're like the most consistent lady. Like I'm like the turtle, not the hare. I'm just trucking along. So just making sure that you're doing the productivity that you're supposed to be and not bogging down if you don't see results right away, especially in this market.
I love it. I think that's fantastic advice. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your family? Like, I know
Yeah.
your husband, your dogs. Like, tell us a little bit about, yeah.
So we're putting kids on the back burner because of law school, because I don't think I could handle that right now. So I have two huskies, Maverick and Nala. They're our babies. If you look at the article, like we go to this dog park by us in Bethesda all the time, Bark Social. And it's become a little bit more of a challenge to be there for them, but I make time even though I'm in law school at night and, working during the day. But my husband's so supportive, and shout out to him. Like he's my biggest fan. You've met him. He comes to the events. Like he's, yeah, my number one fan throughout this whole process. So I really like need to give him a shout out for helping me.
Well, we really appreciate you and Real Producers and the connectivity and how you communicate with your people. So thank you for being part of Real Producers. And if you all haven't read her story yet, make sure you do. And check out Morgane on. We're going to put her website and so on here. Make sure you give her a shot. And have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Morgane.
Thank you so much, Kristen. Bye.